Hi, it's Gudny here from Wake Up Reykjavik. Welcome back to the series How to Iceland. Today we are diving nose first into one of Iceland's most infamous foods, the fermented shark, or as we locals call it, hákarl. And its equally legendary partner in crime, the Black Death shot, or brennivin. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, if you have done any research on Iceland or its food culture, you've definitely heard about this legendary combo, the rotten shark and the Black Death shot. But what is it? How did it come to be? And should you try it when you are in Iceland? Well, before we can answer those questions, we must go back. The Icelandic mindset has always been eat to survive and waste nothing. Now, we live on a small cold rock in the middle of the North Atlantic with just about no native animals or conditions to grow things. So when the first settlers came here, they were the ones that brought livestock with them and implemented agriculture. But we had plenty of fish all around, so we have always been fishermen. And ever since the beginning, Icelandic fishermen would sometimes catch Greenland sharks in their nets. But before the 17th century, we didn't really use the sharks we caught that much, because people quickly realized that the shark was poisonous. Yeah, poisonous. And the Greenland shark is actually the most toxic shark in the world. So when we caught them, we harvested their skins and used the oil from the liver to fuel lamps. And both the skin and the oil was a big export for Icelanders back in the day. But the rest of the giant animal was discarded and went to waste and was oftentimes dug underground just to get rid of the carcass. And you're probably wondering, why is the Greenlandic shark poisonous? And of course I have the answer. The Greenland shark does not have a urinary tract, and therefore they lose their toxins or urine slowly throughout their skin, which means that the uric acid builds up in their meat and makes it therefore extremely poisonous, which is disgusting. Why are we doing this? Why is all the authentic Icelandic food disgusting? Well, I know why, but still, it's weird. Before those unlucky Icelanders back in the day who hadn't realized this yet, well, they probably puked blood, they probably went blind, and by the end they probably died. Which is a bummer, honestly. How on earth did we realize we could eat it then? Well, the legend goes that an Icelander back in the day, famished after an exceptionally harsh winter, went out and tried his luck by digging up an old Greenland shark carcass. He ate the meat and lived to tell the tale. And then we realized that if we work the shark in the right way, it becomes safe to eat. So how do we do it today without dying? Well, it's simple quite really. First off, we have to get a Greenlandic shark. Now, Icelanders no longer hunt the Greenlandic shark on a large domestic scale. And how we actually get most of our sharks is that we buy them from other countries who accidentally catch them and don't know what to do with them. And you know what? I don't blame them. The giant animal is then cut up into big pieces, and those pieces are placed in the special fermentation tubes. The meat ferments there for about 6 to 8 weeks, where it loses about 30 to 40% of its mass. Each piece is then hung out to dry for a further 6 months, where it continues to lose about 50 to 70% of its mass. So from each shark piece work, only about 8% is actually left and eatable. So it's very time and labor consuming for just a small piece of product in the end. And from each shark work, we get 2 types of fermented shark. The first one is glerhákarl. Glerhákarl is the meat from the abdomen area. It's usually a bit more salty and chewy and can have a reddish taint to it. And I found it in the grocery store a few weeks ago and I just had to buy it and keep it at the office. I haven't yet dared to dig in, but I think it's just so unique and freaky, honestly. Why is it red? I don't know the science behind that. Ooh, it's still concealed, and let me tell you, it smells. Ooh, wow. And then we get skýrhákarl, which is more milky white and produced from the fillet of the shark. That's more common to find in restaurants here, and that's the one we'll be digging into for today's video. How lucky are we? Now, how we Icelanders eat the fermented shark is that we pair it with brennivin. We'll talk about that inside. Here we are at Íslenski barinn, one of my favorite spots in the city to get some Icelandic foods, and the best place in Reykjavik to get hákarl, in my opinion. But before we get into the tasting, let's get some brennivin flowing. That's what I'm talking about. Now, a quick history lesson. Iceland had the longest prohibition out of any Western nation when we passed complete prohibition in 1915. It was only partially lifted in 1935 when spirits were legalized. But not beer. But we'll get into that story better in a separate video. With spirits now legal again, Icelanders started brewing their own, inspired by the Danish akavit with our local ingredients. So we fermented some potatoes, we threw a few caraway seeds in there, and from that brennivin was born. Now, they made the bottle black to try and discourage people from drinking it, and therefore the nickname Svarte Dauði, or Black Death, was born, which obviously didn't work. I mean, look at me. I'm about to finish this whole thing. Feels like I was just here a few days ago. Last week or something, maybe.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Thank you. Wow. Oh, that's the, oh my goodness.
You need to use the toothpick, chew it 5 to 10 times.
So toothpick, chew 5 to 10 times.
Yep.
And swallow it down with this guy.
Yes. Well, I maybe have one sip, and if you're gonna have more shark, then have more sips.
Plants in between.
Yeah, if you absolutely hate it, I'll take the whole shot.
Okay. I'm not even kidding you when I say I am nervous for this. I am nervous. Let's take a whiff. That's accurate. Wow, the ammonia just goes straight up to your nose. Oof, and that will wake you up. Okay, this is kind of my breakfast, by the way, so let's see how productive I'm gonna be at the office after this one. Okay, a toothpick. We always consume it like this in cube-sized pieces. No one wants a fermented shark steak, let's be honest. I'm gonna take a nice, oh, look at that, Dan. So, some of the pieces, they have different colors on them. And some of them have like these darker bits. What's up with that? I think these are two mashed together. Maybe I should take them apart? 4 to 5 times, and then a sip. It's gonna be so embarrassing if I puke because, you know, I do this. I used to work as a food tour guide. I did this for a living. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God. Okay. Wow, it wasn't so bad. Am I crying? I always felt like the shot doesn't really help, honestly. Okay, don't puke, don't puke. Don't puke. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for that. Now, where were we? All right, Mr. Cameraman, you thought you were safe. You are indeed not. You're going to be trying the shark as well. So Dan, when you started the Reykjavik Food Walk in 2014, was it?
Yes.
You were drinking, oh, that's why I'm not a bartender.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, all right, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Wow, Gudny.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it is 11 in the morning.
Yeah. As I was saying, when you were starting doing the Reykjavik Food Walk, how many pieces of shark do you think you have eaten in your whole entire lifetime since 2014?
A wild guess would be 1,000 times.
1,000 times?
Yes.
Wow.
But
And
it's been quite a while since the last time.
yeah, I was gonna ask you, when did you last eat the fermented shark?
I usually never do it in today's time, but if I had to guess, it would be our last video, which ended quite well.
Yeah, when we had a whole bottle of, yeah, I remember. Oh, well, I kinda don't, but still. Let's pick a juicy bite there, Dad. You saw I did a big piece.
All right, you did 2 pieces, 2 dark pieces. I will do the same.
Yes.
Oh, Gudny, I
Yeah.
don't want to do this.
You're doing great.
Are you ready, Gudny?
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't eaten anything today, so
Oh.
this is my first meal of the day. This is a bit ambitious, Gudny, but we'll give it a try. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Give it a go. Yeah, it's
Such a
stinky.
strong smell. All right, all right. Here it comes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes.
How are the juices treating you? Yeah.
All right. And also,
It's really hard to keep it down.
yeah.
Oh, you're still chewing. Oh, I thought you were done. And the shot helps. Remember? Cleansing the palate.
Enough a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna swallow it now. people might be thinking, wow, he's being a bit dramatic, but this is serious stuff. Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, it's so bad. Especially those dark pieces.
Do you think it's bad for us to have it on the food tour for every single person to try? Are we being bad to travelers?
No.
No.
I think if you make your way all the way to Iceland, you have to try it.
I agree.
It's a traditional cuisine of Iceland. And in our food tour, we have it included in every single tour. You get to try the shark if you want. But that's the only kind of nasty stuff. Then I feel we're doing okay since all the rest of the food is really, really good traditional Icelandic food. And this is kind of a bragging rights kind of thing. Come on the tour, you have a lot of fun, you eat great food, you do the shark, hopefully better than I just did it now, and then you can go home and brag that you ate a real shark in Iceland.
All right, we did it. Skål.
Yes. Skål, Gudny.
And that was the history of the famous fermented shark and the Black Death shots. Now, if you're coming to Iceland, would you try it or have you already tried it? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!